Earlier, civil service was mostly for people who knows history, geography, anthropology, social, public administration. Such people scored very good. Because those days, engineering was not very common. Medical was only very selected people. Not too many doctors. Why? Why not too many doctors? Earlier there were not too many doctors. Why? Anything when I say immediately you could ask question. That question is what I need. There were less problems for people. Nobody goes to hospital just like that. In my childhood, I think in whole district there was no dentist. Nobody had a problem for teeth. Because we use our finger, do like this, and it is pressed inside. Now people don't use it, it comes out. And then go to dentist and pull it back. The lifestyle makes us sure. See, we didn't have a brush. What we do in Andhra Pradesh, even if you go to village now, they use a stick for brushing.
Neem stick?
Yeah, neem stick. People have never had problems because everybody eats at home. Number of hotels were less. Number of hotels are less. Number of hospitals also will be less. So what happened? Brightest people or those who want to make money, they went to doctor, engineering. Medicine engineering took the brightest people. And some of them after 5 years, 4 years, they thought, yeah, I must write civil service. Questions also changed. Long back questions were subject, how do you administer Indian politics, some questions from history. But nowadays, IAS is not that. They use a lot of logical reasoning, analytical skill, decision making ability. All that is given importance. Which require an entirely good analytical brain. Analytical brain is, see, when you wrote, I know, content I know, but I don't live with the content. I looked at it critically. When you send a message, I ask you critically. Sometimes it is very difficult because no, I am behaving like an officer, I am behaving like a teacher. Everywhere I do that. That will have a lot of problem for me. But still my students will get benefit, I am 100% sure. Because I am teaching them, right? So what is essential? You must look at, do you have that ability? That is what they will test in all the exams. How do you get? Every day you should do that practice. See, 10 lakhs people write exam. Do you think Indian Administrative Service Selection, UPSC, out of which you have to select maybe 10,000 people, that means 1 out of 1,000 they have to select. Don't you think somebody can not do a computer test and then select 10,000 first? So that UPSC result can be published in one day, maybe 1 week. Then conduct a main examination in another 1 month. Then they select 500 people, 5 panels can interview 1 month and finish 3 months selection process. But do you know IAS selection is how many months it takes? Over a year, almost a year. You write this year, next year only you go for interview. Why? That is because it is not checking somebody's knowledge. Knowledge can be checked through optional computer test. That can give you certificate like +1, +2, 10th class, all examination. Any test can be done like that. But here it's an entirely different style. Your handwriting matters. Your writing skill matters. Paragraph writing. How do you separate paragraph? And it is not optional subject, optional questions. Most of them are not optional questions. It is not one subject. All the subjects in the world comes inside the examination. Assume I can study all the subject in my examination. That is what is explained here. This book link already I have sent you on WhatsApp. Already given. And assume Dr. TPS, UPSC, when you search, I am sure you will see this book. Or you look at my video earlier, there are a lot of discussions in which I am mentioning this book. That itself is will tell you. So what you should do is, do all that homework so that I don't have to repeat. You also know, yeah, I know this much. Then when you meet me, you can tell, I know this much from you and I want something extra. Because you were asking main examination, what subject is to be selected. That is what your question was. I keep saying, if somebody wanted to write main examination, they can select any subject which they want. They can write in mother tongue. Your question was Hindi. You can write in your own mother tongue a civil service examination. Nobody will question. Earlier people thought it is a disadvantage. But I feel sometimes it is an advantage for you. Because assume you are writing in Malayalam. Not many people will write. In Kerala also many people will not write. Only very few will write. Who will evaluate it? Only who are Keralate, who can read, will evaluate. 100% sure. Yes. So don't you think I will feel my children who are from Kerala should get?
Yes, yes.
So don't I push them?
Yes.
Correct or not? Yeah, but that is not really true, because you can write that only after good English language skill. Because English language cannot be avoided. That is one of the bunch knowledge, not preliminary English. You need to have an advanced English knowledge also. So assume you know the subject, you know English thoroughly well. Do you think selecting a subject becomes a big difference? It will not make much difference. It depends on how much confidence you have. Okay. So what happens? Most of the students who are in engineering, medicine, any economics also sometimes, geography also. Somebody likes history. But history is a huge subject. So questions can come from anywhere. Therefore they think when they wanted to write final examination, they will select anthropology, public administration. They are all very small. It is not too huge subject. So what you select depends on, but there are students who got through commerce and accountancy also, they got civil service, IAS, very good ranks. If you look at statistics, there are lot of children who got accountancy, bookkeeping, or maybe commerce and accountancy, such subjects which they have taken as optional, and they got below 100, below 200 is a good rank. They got. Engineering, generally people don't take. Mathematics, generally don't take. There are many options. They don't take at all because it's huge. And your knowledge not in the graduation level. In the post-graduation level is what they will check. Though your qualification is BCom, the questions what will come is all MCom. And it is not a direct question. Questions can be entirely twisted. Question will not be what you studied in the syllabus. Question will be how are you analyzing the present situation in trade and commerce with the knowledge which you learned in your classroom. So for which you need general knowledge, you need to have, when GST comes immediately you must know how much percentage with the GST the state contribution of tax goes to central government. What is the benefit for customer? What is the benefit for people who are in trade? What is the benefit for the people who are in production? What is the benefit for each government? What is the advantage in administration? Because not many taxes, so that many places you don't have to pay. What will happen when somebody takes some item from Tamil Nadu to Kerala? The sales tax, you will see some stoppages, sales tax checking. GST case, what will happen? Whether that will remain or not. So these are a lot of questions which has to come when you are in a commerce student. It is not for commerce student. For any Indian, that should be there. See, I am not a commerce student, but I am a student of most of the items. But I am not a student who academically grown up in commerce. But still, I have all these questions. I can just take up example like this and speak to you. So, do you have that ability? That ability should come not after preliminary pass. When main examination come, that 6 months I will get this ability. No, you will not get. That ability is every day, every moment, everything what you see. If I have got an analytical skill, I will have analytical skill for everything. Got it? So if you have that ability, if you understand such, any subject is okay for you. Which you study for graduation, gain up to post-graduation knowledge, or do post-graduation, and then that is what is to be done. Even that is true with most of the examinations. Assume that Indian Statistical Service, Indian Economic Service, Indian Forest Service. Indian Forest Service is somebody takes zoology, it is not a graduation zoology. Post-graduation zoology knowledge is must. Basically, English, general knowledge, current affairs, all that, and a good analytical skill, preliminary can be passed. And once you pass preliminary, they will give you sufficient time so that you can decide. Yeah. Actually, if you are a brilliant student who knows most of the subjects, maybe first attempt to main will be difficult, but second attempt you are good because first attempt you already wrote once and then you know. Then you are getting actually 1.5 years to study. Or you are bright, you may get some lower services like Indian Revenue Service. It's not that lower. Okay, maybe there are 50 odd lower classes. So you will get somewhere. Indian Postal Service. And people, what do? When they reach there, again they will write exam. And then improve their rank. When you improve rank, you can get into whichever service you want. So, when you are in +1, +2, what is to be bothered? If you already passed +1, +2, you joined for graduation. If basically...
I'm doing
Huh?
No, I'm doing.
Louder.
I'm doing my +2 now.
Which subject?
Commerce.
No, that should come. I need not ask. That's what I said. Don't give no ration in words. See, I am doing not enough. I am doing commerce. That is also not enough. Because in whole India, it is not commerce. I am sure +1, +2 is not one subject.
Yes.
+1, +2, there are 3 subjects minimum. So it can be maths, economics, commerce. In Hyderabad, there are options. Most of the colleges, good colleges, will give you maths, economics, commerce. So mathematics will give you an ability to analyze things carefully. In the intuition of looking at every word by word, because mathematics lies in between words sometimes. Now I am teaching BBA students the business communication, campus to corporate. Actually, I am not teaching communication. I am teaching in between words where mathematics can be seen. How do you convert English into mathematics? That ability is essential for you to pass logical reasoning, analytical skill, verbal ability, and all that. So many questions will be there. And what will happen if you have this ability, when you read newspaper also? We had a session with Milka, reading newspaper. Have you seen that, Hannah? You are part of it? Yeah, look at it. But I have not seen a second request and a second communication on that. Otherwise, we will continue. It should not happen end with one. So when you read a newspaper, we will look at it. What you should look for. How do you analyze? How do you write a brief about the news? This ability you have, you look at everything very carefully. That has to be your practice. So it's a right time, +1, +2. Actually, people start quite early, but most of the people start probably during this time. So what is to be done when you are in +1, +2? Study your subjects thoroughly. Selection of, anyway, because you are in commerce stream, you have not having many options. If you are a science student, they can go to any option. Correct? Because you are in commerce, you have only maybe political science or maybe history or economics or commerce or BA or BCom. That's the only option, right? BA or BCom, finished. Any subject is almost the same. But if you are very serious, you wanted to invest a lot of time in preparation, take light subjects, so that you are not burdened by academics. Some subjects are very tough in academics. Suppose you have commerce, you will have a lot of things to do. Assume that you have a computer and commerce as an option. Correct? So you will have to attend. But even if you attend 200 working days, 5 hours, 1000 hours per year only you are spending. Academics will not take much of time. You understood? 1000 hours is only 1000 hours is, assume that per day you spend 10 hours, it will become only 100 days. 100 days is 1/3 of a year only. 3 months is only you are spending for academics. The rest 9 months you have with you. Assume you are doing engineering, probably that will become 6 months, because you will have to attend lab, lot of assignments. Assume that you are learning architecture. No way, every day there will be a lot of things to draw. So most of the subjects where you want to read and acquire knowledge, and assume your subject is close to general knowledge. That is you to decide. Syllabus will not decide. But you have to read every day a newspaper, then you know how to relate to them. That's why I gave an example of GST. Assume you are such a person who gets some directions to look at it in that style. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Today, what is the speciality of this day? Anna can tell first. 26th November, what is speciality? For India, what is special? Yeah, Milka.
National Constitution Day.
Yeah, that's it, the answer. And immediately you should see who are the people involved. Which year, Milka?
I think so, 1947. Oh, 1950, 50. Or 49, 50, I don't really remember.
It cannot be 50 because 26th January we adopted Constitution. It was,
Okay.
so it has to be before that. That is logical. You understood? This is how you remember.
Yes, yes. So it's 50, 47, 40, 48.
Don't guess. These are all things what you should have readily available.
Yes.
You are an Indian. You need not to study everything and every day. Today, this is the day. That day, related to that, at least read. Not even read, discuss. Probably you have to teach your parents, you discuss with your parents so that it becomes in your brain, part of your brain. Anyway, I am an old man, I have nothing else to do. So today I was fully listening to some discussions, some talk. Prime Minister was talking to Gujarat people. There was a great session. Some Munshi was talking there. And then when we listen, it again, that is how we read general knowledge. See, the speakers started telling great things about Gujarat. Then, oh, it comes into mind. Patel was from Gujarat, Mahatma Gandhi is from Gujarat, Modi is from Gujarat, like that, no? Got it? So when he keep on, Sarabhai was in Gujarat, Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Space, many contributions by Gujarati people. So when we read, you don't have to learn that in the textbook. We keep listening, but not just keep listening. I am able to recollect and tell you this. So why am I listening? I am listening to get it into my heart, get it into my brain. I am relating. Then immediately I thought, yeah, what a stupid Kerala. Why did I take birth in Kerala? I should have been in Gujarat. Immediately I have some friends in Gujarat. I thought I should talk to them. And then I felt I worked in Gujarat. That itself is a big gift. Understood?
Yes.
And that's also another great man from Kerala went to Gujarat and changed the agriculture. Today there is a Bandh. So they are all demanding for agricultural support. That is one of the item. Agricultural people need support. Then I was thinking there is a great man.
Anand Dairy.
Yeah, Anand Dairy, Korean. So when you relate that today's Bandh, that day farmer and that reaches to farm he connected to milk, dairy farm is also dairy farm. So the white revolution is by him. I remember when we had a session in Hyderabad holiday program, one day I said, there is a great man like this. I had a discussion. Then I don't know why the topic was discussed, but we discussed. So I was looking at that was some related to this topic. I was in Anand for some time. I visited Anand Dairy Farm and all that, Milma, and they run a MBA program, the first rural MBA in rural management. IRMA, it's called IRMA. So these are all related knowledge. So jump from one knowledge to another knowledge. Hannah is in the right time, right place. It's the right time actually. Got it? Keep relating, look at it, improve your all this ability. Look at English very, very carefully. And I'm sure you don't have to, you can take any subject, commerce or economics or politics or history. Even people take history, but they have an MA, they will not write because they find it is too large. And I'm sure you don't have anthropology when you take Kannur University, there is an anthropology department. But I find most of the teachers or students are not really very good. Just because they do a BA anthropology and MA anthropology doesn't make you good in writing anthropology for civil service. It's not direct question, that's what I'm saying. It is not syllabus and question. That's not. You should have that ability to analyze and think. That is what is essential. And understand it is not like a common examination. I keep saying when you lose one question, do wrong, you do it well, you get 2 marks. You lose, then 0.6% or 0.6 marks or something is gone. That means you are actually losing 2.6 marks. When you lose 2.6 marks, actually in the number of people, if you compute, you are going nearly 4,000 to 5,000 rank back. One question will throw you 4,000 rank back. Understood? So if you make 3 mistakes or 4 mistakes, you are behind 10,000 to 20,000 people, finished. Is it not a very crucial examination?
Yes, indeed.
And not even that, when you write examination in the exam hall, you have commerce, means only commerce question will come. Here one will be commerce, next will be history, next will be anthropology, next will be politics, next geography. Keep on changing subjects. So shifting your brain from one to another to another to another is a great skill you should have. If you have that skill, why do you worry about which subject I learned? So many people are concerned. That's why I'm making it very clear. It's not that Milka does her LLB in National Law College. Probably law is not a great option for civil service main exam. It's a huge subject. LLB, when we learn itself, we know how huge is that. I taught LLB, so I know how difficult is that subject. Jurisprudence, evidence law. No, you should have all the books beside you. Evidence law. CRPC, CPC, when you come, you have to quote many things. Number you have to quote. Constitution itself is quoting different numbers, create a lot of problems unless you relate to that and then you have a good brain. LLP passing is simple because some same syllabus, same question, same. Always some same. Priyanka, how many times she got married? How did law supported to her to get out of that problem of marriage? Many people, now you can change your name to Priyanka Gandhi, change father's name and give a and then Priyanka can marry to Rajiv Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi's daughter Priyanka Gandhi married to somebody else. You can get a marriage certificate. That is Indian law. I can sell Charminar today to Milka. I think only I have to go to a that is our registration rule. I want only 2 evidences and somebody to buy. I can sell it. See, these what they will not teach you this in the law. There will be a lot of questions. That will be practical. The practical question can be when you become a collector. There is a case like this. In your case, how do you involve? Will be the question. Whether you study law or not is not a matter there. You are the district magistrate, so definitely you should learn lot of law. So which you have to learn, but that doesn't mean you must know law up to the post graduation level. Minimum things you will have to know. Okay. Good that you asked me, and I could have answered it just like that type. Yeah, which subject you want to take? You say 1, 2, 3. Yeah, out of this is best, but that's not good enough. That's why I thought I have a story to tell you.